Yippee! Yoo-hoo! 50 episodes in a row. Thank you all for your support over the past 50 weeks. We're doing the same concept here every time, and I'm happy you're not bored of me yet. I'm Jasper Leijvering, and this is this week's watches presented by Amsterdam Vintage Watches. And for this special celebrated episode, I'm wearing a very special piece. Not really right up my alley, but Steve McQueen would be proud of me. The original Royal Monaco from the 70s, going under reference 1133B. The watch, I gotta tell you, feels a little bit clunky, especially when being worn with a suit. It's slightly more sportive than Monaco, of course. It's a racer's chronograph. However, the historic importance cannot be denied. So I'm happy to wear this piece while presenting you the 6 watches of this week's. And I have to say, we're only bringing you Rolex, my very favorite brand. And if you've been following us for 50 weeks now, you cannot love Rolex. It's just impossible. If you love watches, you do love Rolex. 3 of them are in a box and 3 of them are without. It's time to take you there. Starting in 1973, where you find a Rolex Daydate 1603, one of the trademark watches we are bringing you every week. And this watch has a specifically nice dial, a matte finish dial in black color. We do feature more Daydate in the store, especially the popular silver dials. However, we are just not willing to upload it to the website because they're sold very easily. This watch will probably leave us just as fast. The watch is a 1603, as I just mentioned, dating to 1973, so still having its plexi crystal, no quick set date function, and with the steel engine turned bezel. A decoration on the bezel which is not seen in the current collection of Rolex anymore. A nice piece coming on the solid Jubilee bracelet, priced at 4,350 euros. We do have another Daydate with a black dial, but you might consider it as its modern counterpart. We are dealing here with a reference 16200, which indicates it is a Rolex Daydate from 2003 with the domed bezel, quickset date function and sapphire crystal. Furthermore, it is supplied with a oyster bracelet, giving it a totally different look, more modern, more contemporary, and even slightly younger if you will. Less elegant maybe, but it's a sturdy piece and priced for 4,500 euro. You get not only the watch, but the box, papers, booklets, everything is yours. Up next, sporty pieces. Diverse to be precise. 2 Rolex Submariners in this week's drop, featuring one with a crystal with the Cyclops, a full set, but we're gonna start with the 5513, the no date Submariner with a maxi dial dating back to 1979. Maxi dial MK2 is a execution we didn't have before. We featured the MK1, the MK3 and MK4, and finally we can add the MK2 to the list. 12,900 euro for this watch, getting you this very beautifully aged Submariner. The hands and dial have the original tritium, aged a little bit to a greenish yellowish color, and it's such a nice stunner. In 1975, Bucherer sold this amazing example of a Rolex Red Submariner 1680 with a beautifully aged dial. The watch comes with the original box, the original papers, and even the receipt. But let's have a look at this special piece. Only made until around 76, we still find the Submariner print in the red text. Very beloved among collectors and a sought after model, one of the most special divers with the Cyclops. Of course, it makes no sense to have a diver with a date function, but this watch just is undeniably cool. Priced at 22,300 euros, it is the cheapest full set available at this point. More watches with box papers and even the original receipt. We're heading up to the gold pieces now. All the way on my left to your right, we find a Rolex Daydate with the Stella dial, the most affordable one, only 19,200 euro, but it will get you a truly unique Stella dial. The Oxblood deep red burgundy color of this dial is magnificent and might even be the best Stella, because still it is slightly less out in the open and still very chic. The watch is featuring a very tight president bracelet. Both the case and the bezel have been only slightly polished, very strong condition, belonging to a single owner who bought it over at the Rolex dealer Schaap Citroen back in 1982 in this very Amsterdam. I'm very proud to offer you this watch once more, however, only a small 35 years later. This watch can be yours. I hope it will stay in Amsterdam, because I will hate to lose the sight of this beautiful piece. We are not leaving you without a true conversation piece. Hate it or love it, but up next is a Rolex GMT-Master reference 16718, full gold with the brownish to even orange colored bezel and the gold jubilee bracelet. As we see very often, it has some wear on the gold jubilee bracelet, but it is the original one featuring the concealed clasp. A very nice addition that they used on the gold models, and the watch is really captivating. And we're especially talking about the dial featuring ruby set at 12, 6 and 9 o'clock. Furthermore, the other indices are with diamonds. I'm very interested to hear what you think about this piece from 2002, priced at 19,350 euro. Would you spend the cash on this watch or go for any of the other pieces? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm almost getting a little bit emotional right here. 50 episodes, but so many more to go. If you saw all of them, I do owe you a beer, so feel free to pass by the store. For this week, we had a special lineup featuring only Rolex watches, 2 Submariners, 2 Datejust and 2 gold pieces. Last but not least, I was wearing a Heuer Monaco myself, something that I appreciate dearly, but is just not the watch that I would want to wear. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. Make sure you get the thumbs up, and I will definitely see you again next week. And I will tell you once more, as I told you already more than 50 times, that the best day to buy a vintage watch is today.